Good morning, it's day 52 of the Oak Tree Sit Spot. It's 6:30 in the morning on a Saturday, bank holiday weekend. And like the rest of the nation, I'm going to give myself some time off. For me, it will be about making a decision about whether I go ahead with the Masters in green building or not. It's really tough because I've got a few people that I talk to at my voluntary job about it, and it's been really helpful and encouraging of me. A couple of people have laughed in my face. This is it with people, you're a joke when you're taking risks and going for life, and you're a joke when you're suicidal. There's no winning. But my whole situation is just incredibly difficult and impossible, because I feel as if I don't go for this opportunity, that's a potential life jacket gone for now. And if I don't go for it, all I have to focus on is the fact that the house is falling apart around our ears. I have no support as a carer or with my own mental health. So it's like, do I take this financial risk? And I've just had a notification that I'm going to get a letter about my overdraft limit, which I'm very rarely, I've never exceeded it, never even been close, but it's just been handy to have, and I need it right now to book some meals on campus. And what are the chances, It's like another fucking stab in the back just to make life a bit more difficult, Gemma. And it's just exhausting. And it's the people that are supposed to hold you up and encourage you and support you are the ones that do the complete opposite. I just don't know what to do, because if I start this degree and it's too much on my plate, as well as everything else, trying to understand things and being slower than everyone else, because I'll get there and they've all, I don't know, I always think people are better than me. I'm sure a lot of people suffer from that, but I don't know. I feel like either way I lose. And if I don't do it, I won't be saddled with student debt, more work on my plate. Then if I do it, yeah, it's a financial risk, but I'll have something to aim for, a community, opportunities, potential way out of poverty. So in lots of ways it makes sense to do it, but my poor body is just so exhausted. I'm just so done in. With it all. And I look to the future, and all I really want is, I've said this before, my own place. As far away from other people as possible. To be self-sufficient and to live a life that's beneficial to the planet. Which is doable without a master's, but I feel partly I'm being seduced into thinking that that's the only way to go. It'll somehow give me more chance of achieving what I want to, whereas I could probably do that without the masters. And I'm learning, I've learnt the theory of how to do it. I just need to do a couple of practical courses that aren't going to cost me 12 grand. I just don't know what to do. But as things stand, I'm not going to get a job in that area because I don't have any references as yet, because I've been self-employed doing something completely different. All my life. I really don't know what to do for the best. And just the thought of getting all the pack together, camping, and I just don't have the energy for any of it. Worrying about my partner when I'm away. Sick of life being so damn hard. All I want is to have some fun and enjoyment and a bit of what other people have. But there's just this expectation that you've got friends and family to bail you out. I haven't got that. Not everybody has a family. And somehow that's something to, your fault, but if they're untrustworthy abusers, you're not going to go running to them, are you? And I've had close friendships in the past. I'm just not interested anymore. I'm done with people on an intimate level. So really, I guess everybody that's having a good laugh behind the hands is right, really. I'm a joke. And you think I've survived when I've just felt as if I can't go on. But really, who cares? Nobody cares if I'm here or not. If I'm alive or dead. That's the reality. And ultimately, that's what I want, a bit of peace. Just a bit of peace away from everything, not having to worry about all this fucking shit, trying to be the best version of yourself, trying to earn more and more and more. You know, being self-employed isn't enough. Doing a master's isn't enough. I've got to have a part-time job as well as being a carer, as being somebody that's struggling with my own health. Never enough. I just lay in bed at night just wanting to... I can't even sleep half the time because of ruddy neighbours. And just... Anyway... Sorry, my usual negative rant. I'm sorry, but you don't have to listen, do you? Yeah, and the reason why this time is so critical is that if I drop out before module starts, in the next couple of days, I can defer my place for a year. And then, but if I start the first module, I then have to go through all the rigmarole of deferring for a certain amount of time. But everything's been set up for me. Everything's set up, ready to go. I guess if the worst comes to worst, I just drop out, I suppose. And they have been very flexible and supportive. It's done me good being around that energy. No, I really don't. These beautiful yellow flowers. It's very sticky today, muggy. Can't wait for autumn now. Although I think I've enjoyed this summer more than possibly any ever before, really, I think, because I've started at the Peace Garden. It's just such a beautiful place. Some amazing species of plants and trees, and the abundance there is just staggering in terms of the fruits and vegetables and flowers. Yeah. And I've enjoyed this oak tree project, being able to sit there and for a couple of hours and not get cold, and nobody bothers me there. Not been bitten a couple of times, but nothing, you know, one bite was particularly bad, but generally nothing to complain about there. Yeah, sorry, I'm just waffling on. Just don't know what to do. Really don't know what to do. So whatever, it's going to be fucking difficult, and I just haven't got the energy. I reckon I'm going to probably expire with all the stress. And I really didn't think I'd make it to 50. I can't believe I've made it to 50. You know, my life's been a roller coaster full of joy, intense joy and creative pleasures, and also awful pain and a lot of being alone with things. And yeah, I think if somebody gave me a ticket out, I'd take it. Really would. But I'm anticipating my death being as difficult as my life has been. And then we've got the afterlife. Fuck knows what that holds. Dread to think. There's a beautiful tree. A couple of times I've just asked it for guidance and a sign about what to do next. It can't hurt, right? Can't hurt. It's not going to laugh at me, judge me, or anything. Yeah, for the rest of the day I'm just going to catch up with my yoga. It's literally not been time to do it every day with the amount of work I've had on, but I do make up for it, and I do videos on YouTube, yoga videos, and I aim to do a session a day throughout the year, and I do hit that target even if I'm lagging behind some months. Here we are. It's like entering a cathedral or a church. I know I've said this before. A sacred space. You think of all the lives that have come and gone, all the, I don't know, there's hair in this again, and it's human hair, and it's the same as last time. It's like blonde hair. I'm hoping that other people get as much out of this beautiful tree as I do in some way. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's any disturbance. Keep looking on the ground for this tumbled stone. No, nothing's been taken. This is the hole that it was in. Fit perfectly in this little hole. I just feel terrible today. I just don't know what to do. Literally don't know what to do. I've just got to think of where I was this time last year, which was in a very different place. In a lot worse position than I am now. And I just have to think of everything that I have managed to pull off in the past 6-7 months. I find in the Peace Garden it's just been a dream come true, and teaching again. It's not the teaching that's important, it's the fact that I'm playing my piano again, and students come and go, and you know, it's always more stress than it's worth. I wouldn't be teaching, I don't think, if I had a choice. But right now there's no opportunities to perform, and that's just the way it is. But I'm back playing the piano, my instruments, and got this opportunity with the study. Been to Scotland, and yeah, you know, I've worked damn hard. And there is more light in my life, and I've just got to focus on that. And in terms of the house falling apart, I've got some surveyors coming around who might be able to fit some solar panels and insulation and a thermostat for free. I'm sure there's probably going to be a catch, but I thought try, because we're both, you know, on the poverty line. So things might be getting better on that score. I don't know, I just don't know. I forgot to say goodbye. I just want to keep moving, just my leg's so painful. Oh, look. Another feather's been stuck here. I didn't notice that before. Full of surprises, this project, it really is, you know. Coming back to the same spot again and again. Is an interesting thing. You think, oh no, it's going to be boring, and far from boring, it's very educational. It's very quiet. You've got the din of human activity in the background. but this tree has witnessed so much, and yeah, there's a ragged old bag at the top there. It sounds a bit like a description of me, that's how I feel, but a plastic bag that's been stuck up there I don't know how many years in the branches. So anyway, yeah, it's lovely here. I'm going to say goodbye for now. I'll say bye-bye tree. Let's wait for this old man to pass. I think I know who he is. I don't know if I can find Dolly. That little dog there, it's called Dolly. And I met her in 2020. She just stopped and stared at me. We used to talk to her owner, who's just passed by during the pandemic. Oh, that was nice. I used to always greet her every morning. And she just sort of like looked at me as if, yeah, I recognise you. So even in just a few moments I've been here, I feel a bit better. Sun there. Wouldn't it be nice just to have a world where there's no bills, no people, just this beautiful greenery. But I suppose doing the course, I'm going to meet other like-minded people who care about nature and the planet and what I do, who might be able to, I don't know, walk beside me with some of what I'm dealing with. I'm not sure, but I've brought a book out with me today about the healing nature of trees. I thought, let's just read something that, just for pleasure. I mean, it's a pleasure learning about green building, but it's tough. It's a challenge, should we say, because I don't understand a lot of the words, and getting better, but yeah, just want to read something for pleasure. Okay, anyway, I'm going to go for now. I had to cut off there because there was somebody behind me and didn't really want them listening to my conversation. Yeah, I've just remembered I haven't done my monthly blog for this month. For August, no, was it July? Kind of write about the month that has been. And I think that might be a useful thing to do today or tomorrow. To yeah, just gives me an opportunity to think about where I am, where I've been, where I'm going. And also I've got my other blog that I write about my healing journey as a survivor, and might be helpful to update that as well. usually helps me to make decisions. Yeah, I'm just gonna sit on this bench, have a bit of water, and then I'll just make my way home, get on the yoga mat, be with my cat, try and cook something nice. Yeah, I'll see you next time. Bye. Yeah, as I'm walking through the forest, I'm noticing lots of white feathers, angels potentially. Yeah, so about to go home now. And what's come out of this walk for me? Well, just the knowledge that this place is always here for me. So I can come back at any point that I want to. Just to feel as if I've got some space to be me. Just asking for signs